pictures from this group of all these puppies, and I kept thinking, there is no way in hell that you're just rescuing puppies. If you were rescuing French bulldogs, you would be rescuing dogs of all ages, not just puppies.
Right.
And that's when I realized, no, this is a fucking breeder.
Yeah.
And they're using the tag rescue to try to sell dogs. And I had to backtrack and tell everybody, listen, this is just some fucking breeder. I'm sorry, I was wrong. I was way off on this.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Like my one puppy is due for rabies shots, and so I told my vet, I said, okay, listen, all I want to do is get her rabies shot so I'll be in compliance. And then they send me all this shit. Start bringing her fecal sample. We're going to give her a full examination. We're going to give her a booster shot. What? I didn't ask for all that shit. I just asked for one thing. So I went over to Petco, and Petco goes, okay, we'll just give her the rabies shot. Yeah, quit fucking around and give me all this other crap.
You can also look up mobile vet clinics in your area. That'll do it. Like we have Tractor Supply down here. At the store, it's called Tractor Supply, and I go there just for kitty litter, because I'm able to get big 40-pound bags of kitty litter for like $7, and with all the cats I have, it makes a huge savings. But once a month, they have a mobile vet clinic, and people line up for it. There's like a line around the building for this thing, and people bring their dogs there just for vaccinations, pretty much, because it's like you said, it's like $50 or $25 or whatever, and way cheaper than taking it to a vet, and that's all they'll give it. You're not going in there and they're going to be like, oh, we're also going to give it Bordetella and kennel cough and every other list of all this shit. By the time you get out of there, you end up spending $1,000.
Yeah, they always try to jack it up. Yeah.
Oh man, it's ridiculous. I used to hate at the one place. It was in Carmichael. It was a cat place. It was just for cats, a cat-only vet, and I used to go there, and they used to, bring me in like 3 different options. Here's the cheap option, here's the medium option, here's the expensive option, every freaking time. And one time I brought one of my cats in there. The cat's passed away now, but she was a long-haired cat, and she had gotten matted around her rear end, and, with poop and everything else, it just got to be a mess, and so I wanted her groomed. But she obviously didn't like being groomed, especially with that type of thing. Most cats don't. And so I brought her in there for that, and I said, well, can you groom her? But, she's probably not going to like it. I don't know whether you guys can give her a mild sedative or something to calm her down or whatever. But, just something to, maybe take the edge off, or you're just going to have to restrain her a little just to get these mats out. I get there. Before you know it, they bring me out a freaking quote for $500 for grooming the cat, for matting. And so I put the cat back in the thing, and I had been going there for years with all my cats. I put the cat back in the carrier, and I walked up to the bed and go, fuck you, and fuck you, everybody in there. I go, I am at $500 to cut some fucking mats out of the back of the cat here. They're like, well, the cat could react violently, might bite us. And I was like, I'm going to fucking buy a pair of sharp scissors from PetSmart and a little rake thing, and I'm going to do it myself, you fucking thieves. And I didn't even pay the office visit. I was like, fuck all of you, and I walked out with my cat, and I went right to PetSmart. I bought a little 3 tooth rake thing that was real sharp, and a pair of real sharp grooming scissors, and she didn't like it. I held a towel over, but I did it myself.
Oh my God.
$500 to fucking shave a cat's ass. Fuck you.
Oh my God. Yeah, they just want to rip you off. Zandy's messaging me. Let me see what he says. What? Oh, okay. Now Charlotte says the page is not available. What is she talking about? Okay. Let me send it to her again.
It worked for you.
Yeah, it worked for me. I wonder if she's on a desktop.
Yeah, ask her whether she's on the phone or
Yeah.
laptop.
Okay, so let's see. She's probably on her phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wake up in the morning, pop over my email. The vet goes, bring a fecal sample. And it's like, what the hell? And I just talked to your secretary. I said I just wanted a rabies shot.
You can worm the dog yourself if you go into PetSmart or PetSmart or Tractor Supply sells fenbendazole over the counter. It's called fenbendazole. You go in there and it sells it in little packets and tells you the milligrams that you're supposed to give them per their weight, and you just put it in some wet food with them. They eat it right up, and give it to them once a year, just as a ongoing thing. But yeah, you can worm the dogs yourself. You don't have to worry about taking it to the vet to come do it.
No.
In fact, my brother's one of those. My brother, he takes fenbendazole for himself, and he does ivermectin because he's obsessed with parasites.
Oh God. No, they wanted to give her booster shots, rabies shots, and a full examination. Oh, well, yeah, with the fecal matter. I see what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah, my brother won't eat sushi and he won't eat pork because those two are loaded with parasites according to him, and he went to the Tractor Supply and bought ivermectin, and that's for horses. So they're like, oh, what kind of horse do you have? And he has to lie and tell them he has a horse to buy ivermectin, and he's taking it himself.
You know where there's a lot of tapeworms is India.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Oh man.
Well, my Uncle Vernon adopted my Uncle Wayne when he was